We need to know what is called love. Uh, my opponent speakers, whatever they said, according to them, love dies. But really, do they really know what is called love? So, first thing, let's start from scratch. In our spiritual books, the Mahabharata, Lord Krishna says, once it's written over there, clearly mentioned, that the devotion is the highest form of love. First thing. Second is, another point is, love is not which is attached to desires, which is attached to something that I will get in return. That is not love. And now, if I will talk about nowadays, what's going on, why divorce cases are increasing nowadays drastically, I will a little bit talk about this. I don't know how to wear a shirt. I don't know how to drive a car. That doesn't mean the car is bonked out. I'm not able to all goes it up. That doesn't mean that I don't know. That doesn't mean that clothes are, the clothes are not well. The clothes are well. I don't know how to wear it. I don't know what are the tools. The tool is the spiritual books, your guide. Yeah, love comes natural. That's fine. I'm really I'm really agree with that. Love comes natural. But in order to cheer that love, in order to deal with that love, in order to cherish it, in order to nurture it, you need to learn things. You should abide by something, some norms, some rules and regulations. Just like as we are coming to this class, because we want to learn English, so there are rules and regulations to follow. There are certain norms to follow. So having love in your life or being loved, you have to follow some rules and regulations. What I mean to say is, eventually you have to be educated first. You should have that knowledge of it. So that knowledge, where from we got, that's the big ask. Now, how many of us here, we have gone through sex education? How many of us? We don't know what is called sex education, because Britishers, they have stolen from our country the sex education and they brought it into their country long back. And still, we are squabbling around, we are quarreling, or we are having a Donnybrook with our Duchess, with our partners, with our alternative others, for the only reason because we are not self-educated. So first of all, we need to self-educate ourselves, then we can talk about those things, talk about marriage, talk about relationship. When you have somebody in your life, I mean, you are having a relationship with someone, we are misled, we are mistaken, we are misguided. Reason why today it is the bone of contention. Today, why these divorce cases are increasing drastically. That is the reason. So for that reason, we don't know how to stand. These are the base. These are the basics where we stand. If we do not have a base which is strong, if we are standing in a weak base, then we will be going ahead with the wobbling steps. So we are wobbling. The reason is we do not have our stage which is being made of concrete. And that concrete stage, that base, which will be the permanent one, which would be the strongest one, from where will we get? We get from the spiritual books. How many of us we have gone through that spiritual books? And if I will do not talk about spirituality, if I will keep that aside for a moment, then sex education comes into play. How many of us we have gone through the sex educations? Because as I mentioned before earlier, like Britishers, they stole that sex education from our country and they put that into their country. Many of us, we do not know. We have an empty bones. We are not self-educated. Reason why our relationships go off at half cock. That is the only reason. For that reason only, we are losing that charm, that gravity, that intensity of the relationship. We are losing our patience in a canter. That's why. At the double, it's going to happen. If that doesn't work, we'll opt for another one. If that doesn't work, the second one doesn't work, then we will go off for the third one. How many people you will change like this? Love doesn't die. You do not know the essence of love. You don't know what is called love. Because you haven't gone through.
Can you love two persons alike?
Two persons at a time.
Alike? Yes, of course. Same way. Say,
No,
if
sir.
I love you 100%, I love him also 100%.
If they are my two brothers, then I can. If they are my two partners,
Love may be there, but I'm talking about the intensity of love.
yes.
The intensity of love will remain the same in case of more than one person.
Though I do not have that experience,
What
But-
common sense is
no, sir,
not possible.
not possible.
Then what about
More or less would be
what
there.
about Shah Jahan? They were talking about this sometime. Shah Jahan married for the second time. That means he had no genuine love for his first
No,
wife.
not at all.
He didn't have genuine love.
I don't think so. Because if you love somebody, you do not give up on her or give up on him with ease. It's not possible. That's what I was talking about. Like, if we do have that sex education, we don't know anything about sex education and what teaches us. We only know sex education talks about sexual intercourses and all. Or it teaches us, the children, when somebody touches your private part, be aware of that. It's not all about that. There are some essence of in it.
Touch.
Yes, good touch and bad touch. Apart from that, self-education teaches us and guides us how you will be how you will do some well conduct to your duchess or to your alternative other. When you are in a relationship, how to cherish it, how to nurture that relationship. Relationship just like a tree that doesn't, when you have a seed of something, you just put it in the soil and your job is done. No, it's not. You have to put that water and you have to know how amount of water you have to put, what soil you have to invest over there,
Sort of fertilizer.
fertilizer you have to invest over there.
Because ultimately you have to be a good gardener.
Everybody,
If you're not a good gardener, it's not possible.
no, everybody has to be a good gardener. If it is not, this question will arise again and again, over and over again. We would question the love. No, you cannot question the love. Love is permanent. Love is eternal. Even if you die, love is there. But we do not know how to cherish love. We do not know how to love. We don't know the essence of it. We do not know what is called love.
Ishita was saying that love dies with that person who loves. When the person dies physically, love also dies.
Sir, as I do not have after that experience, I don't know what would be there. But the memory
See,
is,
for example, you love your grandfather very dearly.
yes.
But after the death of your grandfather, your love dies.
I loved my uncle, as I relate with your example, one of the real example I can cite. My uncle, he has died, who took, once I said I used to play cricket, he took all the responsibilities and he guided me as like his son. He didn't have any children and he died. He passed away, but still I carry
Your
that.
love for him is immortal.
Yes, I still carry his memory.
I will invite Ishita. Ishita, please. You are citing that example, that when the person physically dies, then love also dies. But he has already cited the example of his own self. He has said that he loved his uncle. Now the uncle is no more, but the intensity of his love for his uncle is What do you want to say about that?
Yes, sir. Sir, I won't change my decision. I'll stand pat that yes, inevitably when a person is dying, maybe for 6 months, 1 year, you you will be thinking of that particular person. You will be crying. You'll be, sobbing. Maybe I don't know. You will be thinking of that. You will be frustrated, and you and that might lead to it will harm your health, your physical health or your mental health. You'll be down in the downs, and that is not that afterwards. Your mental health will be disrupted.
Do you subscribe to the idea or to the adage, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind? Out of sight, out of mind. When a person goes out of your sight, the person is out of your mind.
Yes,
That's the
after
word.
at that
So when the person dies, the person is permanently out of your sight.
when the
You never
person
even see that person.
it depends. When the person is dying, then if he's very dear to me, he's my close one, then it'll take a bit time. But if he is a friend of mine, then
Ultimately, love will die.
love will die. It is inevitable.
Sir, still, if
Out
I
of sight, out of mind. You know that? Out of sight, out of mind. He's saying that whenever a person is out of sight, gradually the person is out of mind.
Yeah. So even if it is out of sight and out of mind case, then in terms of relationship also be there, the same thing will happen. I mean, if you have in the very, I don't know whether you have a boyfriend or not. Now, if you have a boyfriend in the very next future and a boyfriend for a timing, let's say for a couple of months maybe, he goes to a foreign country because he get a good job over there so that he can earn a lot of smackers.
Yeah.
And right in point of time, right at that point in time, he's out of sight. So that means what? He's out of your mind. If it is that case, that will be the same.
If I consider this example, then he's alive.
No, you said
He's
that.
not died. I said that.
Depending upon your, statement, I have given that example. If it is that so,
Okay.
then you cannot make any relationship with anyone who goes for a time being out of sight.
Allow me. So now, as I'm taking this example, and my boyfriend is alive in this world. He is alive. He is not died. I've told that when a person is dying, love dies. I never referred to this, that when one person is is not that sort of in touch. I will be in touch with him. If he is in the foreign country, then I'll telephone him. We will have a telephonic conversation. You know that we are living in a modern society. It is advanced. So we will do the video calls, and while I get to see him, that is what love
But in the
exists.
past, love is dying. But there was anyone in the past.
Sir, we are taking the consider. We are taking in the past life there was letters. We used to write letters. There's a connection, sir, with mutual connection and understanding. On the basis of that, love exists, and after a certain period of time, love dies, and it is inevitable.
Sir, even after when a person died, and there are some spiritual path is opened always. So that as she said, that connection is there. So that is a big connection. You do not know the spiritual path. That's your fault. You do not know that.
You're ignorant.
Yes, your ignorance. You are not, you do not conquer that knowledge. So reason why that is going on, that is your ignorance. Now after death also people, they bring someone's soul by doing some Ouija board is there, some spiritual paths are there.
In India, popularity
Yeah.
as branching.
So because they love that person or they have that affection still, they're harvesting that emotion in their mind or still that feeling they have.
You are to contact him or her.
I beg to differ. Just because after a person, I still I'm very deliberately I'm telling that after a person is dying, after his death, after a certain period of time, you won't feel anything. It is called more, quote unquote, more infatuation. and that will be, you'll be thinking, you'll be down in the dumps, and afterwards, what your health will be deteriorating while you are thinking of someone who is not near to you, and that's so illogical. You loved once, but now in this point in time you don't, because you cannot see him, you cannot feel his presence. He is not here, he is not in the world. So what is the existence of love? How can I believe you? So you will be these will lead to skepticism. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Children, I'll end.